Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live event today. I'm so excited to be here with Huda. Hi, Huda. How are you?
Hey, Jessica, how are you doing? How's
I'm
everybody?
I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, how are all our viewers out there? Let us know. I see so many comments. Unfortunately, I don't read Arabic, but I see your comments, so thank you. I'm here with Huda today to talk about our launch that we launched yesterday, UoPeople in Arabic. So I'm going to interview Huda about that because she is the, correct me if I'm wrong, managing director. Is that right? Managing director? Managing.
Managing Director of University of the People in Arabic or University of the People بالعربي.
Oh, that's how, I didn't even know how you say it. It sounds so beautiful, but I just don't think I could ever have the accent. But
I'm going to have to work with you on
yeah, what? Someday. So
that.
I see you guys. Tata, hi, Diyun, hello. Oh, it's Mohammed Najum. Hi, Mohammed. How are you?
Hey,
Um,
Muhammad.
okay, so we see everyone. We'll give everyone a few minutes to tune in. But thank you so much to our viewers for tuning in today. This is a very exciting milestone at UoPeople, and it's really an honor to be here with Huda. So before we get started with our interview with Huda, I just want to talk a little bit about UoPeople. So UoPeople is a tuition-free online university. We only ask for small, minimal fees to keep us sustainable. We'd never ask for a yearly tuition. Our mission at UoPeople, which we'll get into more in a minute, is to open the gates to higher education and remove barriers so everybody can study with us. So since we are 100% online, this gives our students lots of flexibility to study when convenient for them. We also have a very strong academic leadership team from the top universities around the world, NYU, UC Berkeley, Princeton, University of Edinburgh, just to name a few. And we actually have 36,000 students studying with us from over 200 countries and territories, which is really exciting. I don't know any university that has that many students studying with them from so many different countries and territories. If English is not your first language, don't worry. We do offer English composition courses to catch you up to speed. So with that being said, I want to kind of segue into our interview. So back in April 2019, at the World Economic Forum meeting in Jordan, I wasn't there, but our president, Shai Reshef, was, and he announced a plan to open UoPeople in Arabic. So we are excited to announce that yesterday we finally reached this exciting milestone, and we launched our first UoPeople Arabic language degree program, which is set to begin this September. So it will be on the same academic calendar as the English division. So with that being said, it's a pleasure to introduce our managing director for UoPeople Arabic, Huda. And Huda, I never said your last name before, but Huda El-Jak. Is that how you say your last name?
Yes, it's Huda El-Jak.
El-Jak. I'm saying it with my thick Chicago accent. I apologize. So
that's
Huda,
okay.
I just can't control it. Huda El-Jak. And it sounds so much more lovely than Jack. Huda El-Jak. Okay, so Huda, how are you? Can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm doing great. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you really for taking the time to come and listen to me. So just a little bit about me. I am the managing director of UoPeople. I joined the university in September of 2019. Before that, I was purely in private sector. This is my first time in education. Actually, I managed public shareholding companies in the Middle East. I also worked in the US. I did exciting things like establish a 1 billion holding company. I ran a logistics company. I managed a private equity fund. And then 2 years ago, I decided that I really wanted something that had more of an impact. The region, and we all know, is going through some very difficult times, and we'll talk about that later. But I felt like I needed to do more, and I had really a passion to empower youth and women. And youth is for me is a pretty wide, especially at my age, is a pretty wide range. So I joined University of the People because of its mission. And we can talk a little bit about more about that, but that's kind of in a nutshell who I am, Jessica.
Okay, well, Huda, we're so happy you did join University of the People. It's funny you say you joined in September. I guess I joined in August, so it was pretty close together. Although time has flown, I'm sure you feel the same way. So since UoPeople was launched in 2009, all of our classes have been taught in English until now. Why did we decide to launch UoPeople Arabic?
Okay, so the university is 11 years old. And so until yesterday, as you mentioned, all the degrees are taught in English, even though 37% of our students are actually non-native English speakers. So as our enrollment grew and as the rate of inquiry, like the number of people that were coming in to try and sign up increased, it became really obvious that language was more and more of an obstacle. And we know that our mission as a university is to remove all obstacles that prevent people around the world to be able to access higher education. Over the last just 2 years, we had over 125,000 Arab students that started the application process but couldn't enroll because they could not meet our English proficiency requirements. You know, they have to take an exam and they couldn't pass it. So that was really one of the main reasons why the university chose Arabic as the next language. It was because of the very obvious high demand. So in 2019, the World Economic Forum in Jordan, they announced, the university announced its intention to launch this program in Arabic. And yesterday, which means, we're talking about a year and a half, it actually took us, this is how little it took us to say that we are ready, and we opened our gates accepting applications for classes. So for me to be engaged in something like this is really quite an honor, because it's really truly a first of its kind in the MENA region. So it's really a significant milestone, because online education is quite limited, but to be able to provide like tuition-free, American accredited higher education, focusing on disadvantaged populations in general, and particularly people that are displaced and refugees, is really unbelievable. It is quite a milestone.
Yeah, it's a very exciting milestone in UoPeople. Can you tell us how many refugees we currently have studying with us?
So the university has 3,000 refugees. It is by far the largest refugee educator in the world. Out of those, 2,000 of them are Syrians. And if you look at that as a subset of the total students, we have 36,000 students right now enrolled in the university, 3,000 refugees, 2,000 of which are Syrians, from students from all over the countries, 200 countries or so. Those are really significant numbers. So about 10% of our population are refugees.
Yeah, so like I said in the beginning, University of the People's mission is to open the gates to higher education. So, when the Syrian refugee crisis started happening, that's when we really started offering a lot of scholarships, and we started really attracting a lot of refugees, and our goal is to keep on attracting more. So just a quick question, what degrees will be available in the Arabic division?
Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit about the Arabic and refugees. I totally agree with you. For us, the program is high quality, accessible, for everybody that wants to study and is seeking higher education. Refugees are of very special importance to us. So we work very, very hard on trying to get scholarships and grants and also just making it available. You know, not every refugee needs a scholarship, and not every scholarship is given to a refugee, but obviously a large number, because of their situations, do look for scholarships. So we work very hard. So for the Arabic program, we started with what we found through study is the most
Sorry,
sought after. That's
the
your.
the baby, the baby's awoken.
It's a,
We're
so
talking. It's so rude. Okay, I'm sorry, Huda. Back to you. And it's such a serious topic, and then the baby's crying.
it's okay. So we
Okay,
started with business administration because from our studies, we found that it was the one that most in demand in the region. And two, we're an American university, and American curriculums in business are pretty well regarded across the world. Now, so we started with business administration. Students will enroll in a 2-year program which is totally in Arabic. You don't have to know any English, so you can study in Arabic. All of the support systems are in Arabic. All the student services employees are in Arabic, so all communications with students are in Arabic. During those 2 years, we also will offer an English learning program. They're intensive courses that you can take while you're studying in Arabic. At the end of the 2 years, you will have an associate degree, and you will have English proficiency that empowers you to then decide to complete your studies and finish a bachelor's, but in English. So in reality, what you're doing, you're starting in Arabic, you're learning English. At the end of the 2 years, you can transition to the bachelor's in English, and you can graduate with what, a term that I coined, which is like a bilingual degree. I don't think that actually exists as a term, but that's basically what you can end up with. At the same time, the university already aims to develop a full bachelor's degree in business administration in Arabic. If the student wishes to only study in Arabic and they don't want to learn English, once we've completed that, like we did with the AA, then we need to submit it for accreditation, and we'll announce it if and when it's been accredited and ready to be offered to our students.
I think this is a fantastic start. So students are starting with their with their associate's degree, and then they can continue on in English. That's what you're saying, right, Huda? Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because I wasn't clear on that, but that sounds really great. I don't know about other programs out there that exist like that. I think we're the first, yeah?
None.
What a cool opportunity.
Coming from private sector, Jessica, I can tell you that English empowers students in a way, Arab students empowers in a way where they can quickly plug into the global community. We are not ignoring the importance of Arabic. We, in fact, value it, and that is exactly why we developed this program. But we want our students to have a choice to also have second most important language to them, which is English, and be able to decide whether they want to complete their bachelor's in English or wait until we offer the rest in Arabic and continue in Arabic. That will be their choice.
Okay, that's fantastic. So we've talked about the degrees that are offered. Can you tell us about the costs that are associated with joining UoPeople in Arabic?
So the costs are the same as the university in English. So there is a $60 one-time application fee, and then course assessment fees are $120 per course. We mirror the English university. However, if people start with us in this first term, in the upcoming term, they can take advantage of our original fees of $100. So anyone who joins for the first term, we're offering them to keep the course assessment fee at $100 per course for their entire studies.
Okay, that's really great to know. I did see somebody earlier ask if they're scheduled to start studying in English and they want to switch to Arabic. If that's the case, just email your admissions advisor and they will direct you. They will point you in the right direction. So Huda, when do classes start and how can students enroll?
So we will have the same calendar as the English University. So the first day of class is September 3rd. Course is already, registration already started today. So you can go and enroll. Just visit go to our website at ar.uopeople.edu. We also have a link from our regular website, which is uopeople.edu, where you can get to that. And we will keep the same calendar as the English University.
I did include a link to the Arabic website in the description of this event, so you can also copy and paste it into your browser. I did see a very nice question from Julia. Julia asks, Huda, what are you most excited about regarding UoPeople Arabic? Great question, Julia.
Very good question. I'm excited about making it easy. Look, we are going through a very, very difficult time in the region. One of the most, I think, challenging times. So we have wars. We're dealing with post and pre-war and current war. We have economic instability. And on top of that, we got the corona pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic. What I'm excited about is being able to offer a big range of people the opportunity to actually study, to actually finish their university degree. So when I think about the taxi driver or that had to go to work right after he left high school because he had to support his family, or I think about the housewife or the house mom, I like to call her, that decided to stay at home to raise her kids. Or I think about the young people that just graduated this year and they can't get to university. Physically, they can't because the universities are closed. And the refugees all over the world, with no option because they speak Arabic, they're not citizens yet, they can't access local universities. All of these people can come together and study on our platform. Being able to serve such a large community is exhilarating.
Yeah, definitely. So great question, Julia, and thank you for a great answer, Huda. So Huda, do you have any final thoughts for us about UoPeople Arabic, about anything in general?
No, we had this planned. We planned to launch this in 2020. That was our goal. Of course, it was all tied to, being accredited. But I think with the coronavirus pandemic, it became clear that it was time. It was so timely because, like I said, the obstacles are so huge and we just came at the right time. So I hope that you'll spread the word. I assume a lot of the people on the call today have either been at University of the People or have friends. Please spread the word because this is a chance in a lifetime to make it a successful program so we can develop other degrees as well.
Very well said, Huda. Thank you so much. And guys, don't forget to follow all of our UoPeople Arabic channels, social channels. Let's support them and their exciting projects. So you can look on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. It's just UoPeople Arabic. You'll find it. There's probably not much content there yet, but we are working on it. And in the next week or so, there will be lots of exciting content up. Did you want to say something else, Huda?
Absolutely. I see a lot of comments here. I'm not as quick as you guys, but I noticed that a lot of people are asking me to speak in Arabic. This was done specifically for the English University community, and that's why it's in Arabic. We will be having live events in Arabic, so please look out for that, and I will be speaking in Arabic on those, and we'll be taking your questions in Arabic.
Thank you for addressing that. Yeah, that's something I didn't mention, and I am very excited when we do the live events. I don't know if I'll be on them, but I will be viewing them, that's for sure. So, Huda, thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really appreciate all the time you took to speak with us, and best of luck with UoPeople in Arabic. It's super exciting, and I couldn't think of a better leader for this initiative. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us.
So to our viewers, thank you so much. Like Huda said, visit ar.uopeople.edu. There's also a link in the description of this event. You can find more info there. Any questions, you can email. Actually, who can they email for the Arabic division?
What do you typically email? Questions info at?
I have it. Okay, sorry guys. For those of you who are interested in UoPeople Arabic or have any questions, please email admissions@ar.uopeople.edu. Sorry, I don't know. I had a moment. Okay,
Can
we
I
all did.
just say something in Arabic in case there's anyone on the call? بس أنا بحب أخبركم إنه إحنا حنعمل نفس المقابلة أو مقابلة شبيهة بالعربي للجامعة بالعربي. إحنا اليوم عملناها بالإنجليزي لأنه هي للجامعة للطلاب اللي بيحكوا إنجليزي. بعتذر إنه ما كنا بنحكي بالعربي ولا بنرد بالعربي، بس خدوا بالكم وإحنا حنبعت announcements إنه حنعمل إشي بالعربي وححكي معكم فيه وقتها. Okay. Just said the same thing I said in English. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you for clearing it in Arabic. I didn't understand, but I got the memo. But that's the cool thing about UoPeople. Like, I don't speak Arabic. Huda speaks Arabic. We can all converse. It's kind of like the theme at UoPeople. So also you have a very nice comment from Mohammed. Huda,
I see.
He's so sweet.
Hamad, thank you.
Okay, so guys, for our English speakers, if you have not saved your spot yet, please do so by this Thursday, July 23rd. It's the early admissions deadline, and we really, really encourage you to save your spot and don't wait until the last minute. To our English speakers, you can email admissions@uopeople.edu, or you can contact your advisor with any questions. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you guys are all safe and healthy out there. And don't forget to stay connected with UoPeople by your side. We are here for you. So any questions, please, please, please contact us. And please help spread the word about, this exciting initiative at UoPeople. And best of luck to you, Huda, and your team. You guys have done a fantastic job.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.